Hey guys, welcome. Now, last time we met, it was spectacular. We were hanging with the heavens. Venus, Mars, La Luna, the sun, the new patterning. And it was just like, wow. To see them completely on other sides of the horizon across from each other and the patterning that was being created. Wow. Like, wow, this is where the magic is. This is where the wonder is. This is where, you know what, when things are too much within the 3D, go to the sky. Go to the sky, find relief there. If you suffer from anxiety or depression, or you just need to have some relief, some release, go to the sky. Answers are there. Meditation is there. There's a healing there. There's a healing there that's like no other. You can't receive it here. Or not that I'm aware of. Now, guys, hang tight. We're all working from home. If you hear any voices in the background, I got some meditation music on the background. I'm doing the best that we can over here, okay? Now, they've shared a message with me. It's going to be connected to our last. And I want to remind everyone, we're going to be having a little special reading because up here in Canada, it is harvest season on Monday. It is a holiday. And of course, in Canada, we have a different season that we do to our neighbors in the south that have always been quite famous. Now, okay guys, let's get on with it. We already received this message. We know these gophers, they need prairie dogs. They work within a team. They work within a team to build their community. They're connected to the bee. And boy, you know what? I sure wish that I would have there was one little thing I would have liked to have added into our last reading just to explain the patterning a little bit better. We know the masculine energy, we're working with the hexahedron. And what we're doing is we're going to lay foundations, and we're laying foundations of unconditional love. And we're laying our foundations through the earth as we're grounding the patterning of the heavens through the earth. And this is offering us our expansion, our healing, okay? They're showing us the way. Now, in order to create vector equilibrium with the cube, we're removing the corners of the cube. And what that actually looks like is the shape that the bees make, okay? It actually looks a little bit more like that. But, other than that, that message was incredible. And I had a fabulous time hanging with the sky and receiving it, as well as what happened during it. The messages were beautiful, and it really helped to make sense of what is happening here. Now, this message we received, of course, on our dedication to David Attenborough. Okay, and that was A Life on Our Planet. And guys, remember, that was the homework. Leave any comments that you'd like in the comments, please. If you enjoyed it, let me know. Now, the muse. Oh, we all have a muse right now. Everyone is been given a muse in order to create with. We are connecting to the feminine, the goddess energy, the empress energy, La Luna, the earth, in order to create within the void this healing harmony for us to expand and heal the earth with. And it's being released. It's being released from within the earth out right now. That's what they're showing me. This is the work that the feminine has been doing. Remember, channel messages. Water and earth have been creating this harmony in order to raise the vibration. This is what they're showing me it is. We are achieving this, and it's being released out for us to literally latch on and to create with. This is the connection to the unspoken word. It's going to shapeshift our realities, guys. We have to be open to receive. Open to receive. Now, they shared a specific message, and it's through working with the water energies and the cup. The return of Aphrodite. Temple, birth of the goddess. Guidance, goddess energy. Treating as sacred. It's time to treat ourselves as sacred. direct message. It's time to treat ourselves as sacred. We are sacred. The time. And this will allow us to heal more with body. And remember, body communicates with mind. And mind communicates with body. And both of them communicate with our soul. And if they're not in proper alignment and not listening to one another, spirit is having a hard time expanding with them. A very hard time. It's like, spirit's standing there and spirit's like trying to get them all on the same page, and they're all like, that's really what I see in the Four of Cups, especially with the patch tarot. Okay, it's like spirit is there with that cup, and there's the patch tarot, right? I love it. And then there's body, mind, and soul. And spirit's got that cup, and spirit's like, just can we get on the same page? Can we just expand together? Can we just follow the path? We don't want to follow the path right now because we're feeling some sort of way. We got to heal from our wounding. We got to heal from the Three of Swords situation. Now, this is connected to a connection to healing with our skin and reclaiming our authenticity. And this has to do with just honoring who we are, like actual self. We're going to honor who we are, actual self. We're going to heal with self. And it's not like, we've been fed all this programming that we must look a certain way in order to love ourselves. And maybe that's why we're mean to body and we don't want to listen to body, but that's not what's going down. We're honoring this. And this is also healing with sensuality. Honoring sensuality, not lust. We're not getting it twisted. It's all about sensuality. And what does that mean? And restoring that. Lemuria returns is our next connection. Earthly, spiritually, community, ocean conservation. And this is what we're going to start to do. This is what's being activated. Healing with the water, the actual water on the planet. We're going to start to purify with water on the planet. First, we're going to start to purify with self. Remember, as within, so without. Now we're going to start to purify with the body, right? We're going to start to purify with the water without. Starseeds, twin flames. Light workers are activating. We're in, golden ages. It's the age of information. Technical advances. The future. Like the Jetsons. But even better. Right? Because the Jetsons, they were just flying above. Remember? They were flying back. If I remember that. If it was like a rainy day, like they didn't even really live on Earth. They just lived in the air. I guess it's however way you want to perceive that, right? With Matilda. But really, come back, Nicole, come back. And once again, you guys are knowing how ancient I am. Now, realistically though, we're going to connect with Earth. We're honoring the connection. We're going to stop killing life, and we're going to honor that we're connected to it. And if we kill life, we're killing self. And like this is where we seem to think that we're just gonna go on like this and it's just gonna last for forever. No, we're killing everything. We're separating ourselves from nature. We're separating ourselves from the one. We want to separate everything, and then we want to fight. And then we're feeling some sort of way, and then we're drinking from that cup that burns us. And the devil's got it. And he's just right there standing there like, drink from this cup. Drink from this cup. Right? And we're not going to. Now guys, this card came out reversed, and they said this is reversed, and I don't read reversals unless they tell me to, and this is reversed. Adrift. We're not letting go, allowing a higher force to take charge for a time. Okay, we need to let go. We need to go adrift. We need to be in the flow. Maybe we need to feel some sort of way while we're missing that cup. Maybe we need to honor that. It's like, like a lot of us as empaths and healers, we don't want to hurt other people. And then we stuff all that within and we hurt self, we self-sabotage. But it's like, maybe we need to honor some of that. And we have that dolphin energy. We can't just it's like, yo, peeps, my guys, my Three of Pentacle pals, whatever. Like, I'm feeling some sort of way right now. I need to honor this. No. I gotta take my time. Like, back, space. Give me a hermit mode. Give me what I need. Like, I need something right now. I'm feeling some sort of way, and I got to give it to myself. Now, it doesn't mean we start projecting. We're not going to start projecting. That's the opposite of what we want to do. This is honoring our emotions and allowing them to transmute through us. So we don't just think we have to be perfect and then reach for that cup. It's not our only option. Just have to seek a little discomfort and transmute some stuff. Now this is connected to Metatron's cube and reweaving. We're going to our homeland. Arrival, a journey ends, establishment, building, settled. We are officially building New Earth. It has begun. This is what they're showing me. And it's starting with our connection to the water, the oceans. There's something big that's happening with the oceans, guys. And I don't know what it is. Confirmation right there. From the crystal that just fell on the floor. Thank you, universe, but something. And I guess when it's reflected back, that'll be the time to find out what it was. Now, this has to do with going from the south node to the north node. We're having and ending the Ten of Swords to the Ten of Cups. This is connected to the devil energies, and we're ending separateness. And there is the patterning for separateness right there. We're ending this. What we came here to do was reweave this patterning and connect everything back to one. So we came here to transmute a lot of stuff, guys, as well as rebuild the templates and feed them into the grid for the rest of the collective to feed from. This is big. This has to do with our creativity. And when we heal with our sacral chakra, this is helping the masculine and feminine to heal from the same time. Because the feminine is connected to the curse, not being able to properly, freely speak truth. The masculine, healing from lust, the libido. Our sexual energy is sacred. This is the part of our skin that we're honoring. So we're going to honor it in we're going to honor our body and our sensuality, and we're not going to be ashamed of it. We don't, it's not like I'm going to go out in a suit of armor every day. I'm honoring self. But it's not like, you know what, I'm going to go out and I'm going to put on dress some sort of way to seek an attention because I'm trying to feed a hole. Because I can't give myself attention. I can't give myself love. Or we're perceiving someone as what they look like. We're looking at them for what they look like. We're sexualizing them. It's of lust. And we've twisted something. We've manipulated it. And we're not honoring what we came here to do. And remember, we came here to do something different than what others are doing. And you know when this feels wrong. You know when something's out of whack. You know what I'm talking about for those of you that this message is resonating with. Now, this is connected to a voyage. We're going to cross deep waters, a pilgrimage, a journey of the soul. So it's a wonder voyage. Let me get that straight. We're going on a journey of wonder because now we've created with the dolphin energy. And it has to do with loving the water, loving the ocean. Many people are reconnecting back to the oceans, the lakes, the rivers, the waterfalls. There's a connection, deep connection to there. And much through the masculine right now. The masculine is seeing this. And remember, feminine, you have masculine within you. So if you're being called to the ocean, this is that piece. Because there's going to be a love that is felt there. And it's going to be actually connected to the earth. But the earth and the water, but the reflection that is going to be reflected back to us is the love between the divine and our counterpart. And it's going to be reflected back through many things. It could be our children, could be our mom, could be our dad, could be somebody we meet on the street. But it's in order to understand we actually are one. And it's okay. We're actually united, and it's just okay. It's just like you become, you get high enough on this journey, you get far enough on this journey, and you're just okay. The divine's got you. You got the divine. You guys are there together. It's like you guys are sitting in a cloud. You're sitting in the heavens. You got to come back down to the earth, but it's all good. And you just kind of surrender and you let things be. And this is the main message that they share with me. And it's directed to goddesses. Goddess energy must surrender, and it has something to do with the base chakra, the root chakra, and home. And in doing so, this is going to help the masculine's truth. This is how the feminine's going to honor and work with the masculine. Goddesses must surrender. This is a surrendering, and this is connected to the alchemy of the cups and the hangman. Okay? And this is going to help us achieve this. This is, remember, we're creating the shape of the triangle right now. The tetrahedrons. We need to make the tetrahedrons. We're forming them through water and earth. This is the Three of Pentacles. Now we have come full circle. Now I understand why the sequence. Guys, I never know what's going on until I actually see it. That's why I love creating, with our intuition, seeking with the feminine in the unknown, and then applying it with the masculine, because it's just like, whoa. I see some of the stuff and I'm just like, whoa, that's what's happening now. I get it. We've come full circle. This is why we're using teamwork. We're building this together, guys. We're all doing this together. Remember, we're united in this. We're not alone, guys. You're not alone. This is why I show up here. And it's because of you guys I show up here. Because of the divine, I'm showing up here. And I'm learning that I have to show up here for self. I'm learning what that means right now, and I'm honoring it. Now, guys, hold on. I was like, these readings can't always be 6 hours long. Well, the messages are the messages. And when we just slow down and stop worrying about the future and stop worrying about the past, well, maybe we can heal from some of this. Meditation is actively being in the moment, however that happens. Like, it was so incredible. Today I was out on my walk and I couldn't even run, because I usually run, walk, like, and I find my moment there, and I get information, and I heal, and I release all kind of incredible hormones, endorphins that make me feel spectacular. And then, I get to that moment, and it's just like I realize, like, it's just that moment where it's like snap, and then all of a sudden, bang, you're in the moment. But that whole entire time before that, you were in the past and in the future the whole entire time, and it was causing conflict. It's causing conflict within the mind. But that sweet spot where you're just like, when you're in the moment, and time just slows down, and you're completely connected to the universe, and all the possibilities are just in front of you, and you're feeding off of it. You feel it. It feels so euphoric. It feels so incredible. Feels like how our counterpart makes us feel. That's what our counterpart came to show us. And so we're not getting lost in the codependency of I must be with you to feel like that. It's all over the place if you're open to it. Now, we still hold space for the romance. We're allowed to do that. We can honor that. That's part of our divine inheritance. We're honoring that too. We're doing all this work because we're going home. And home is where the heart is. Home is also within us and without us. Now, as I'm sitting down to shuffle up the cards, they fell out in a specific pattern, and I was going to put them back, but they're like, no, this is how the message goes down. Here's our ending. Ten of Swords is here. And it's connected to the Seven of Pentacles. And I've been asked to share the Seven of Pentacles, and I will. Now, the Seven of Pentacles was received at the end of the last reading. And you know what? It came out twice. And I thought I showed you guys. But I didn't. When I was watching the reading back, I didn't. I thought I did, but I didn't. It came out, and I looked at it, and I was like, no. I want a different card. And they're like, no. And I put it back in, and I shuffled it, and it flew back out. And they're like, yeah, Nicole. Okay, here we go. I got the message loud and clear. This is what is happening right now between the feminine and the masculine, and the new harmony that's been created between water and earth. And now the masculine, the energy is being applied, and we're going to grow it. And it is connected to the freeing of the feminine. The feminine's in a tight spot right now. And she needs to be, because this Eight of Swords, see, she can't actually visually look. We want to actually look, but we can't look. We have to look within. We have to go within. We're going to do so. And then when we do, that's where we're going to connect to the masculine. We're looking without to connect to the masculine right now. We're looking without to heal with the masculine. We need to look within. Masculine, that's you. Feminine, that's you. And what this does is this puts us on point, puts us on target to where we need to be. It's the Ace of Swords. We need to apply some sequences, some numbers, some patterning. We need to do this right now because this is what's going to create this right now. We need to connect to this. And we've had our ending with the South Node in order to create our purpose. We're remembering. Guys, a direct message, we're remembering right now. This has to do with remembering. Before we receive the message of the Seven of Pentacles, when I was pulling out the cards, this book I pulled out and it fell over to this exact page. And it's a message that I've been asked to share, so I shall do so. Making air tangible. Getting your hands on the air elemental. J.D. Hortworth. Of all the elements in magic, Sulphs may be the hardest to conceptualize. The Sulph is the air elemental. It embodies all these qualities we associate with air. Light, electric, wispy, intelligent, genius even. Ooh, our connection to the mind. And Uranus, our great genius. Either all these words describe the Sylph and they don't do us a bit of good. Say them over and over again and you still can't see the element of air. And there's the connection to the Eight of Swords. This is the connected message. When we imagine the element of fire, we have the candle flame to help us connect with that energy. Hot, dry, volatile, consuming, and potently destructive. The same is true for water and earth. This is not true for air. But you know what's cool, guys, is like how we can expand. Like before, when I used to watch a forest fire burn down, I was like, oh my goodness. The forest is burning down, the animals. Now, hang tight. You know, like if someone started it, but God is to surrender to what'll be. Because I'm not going to feed that negative charge. Add the positive charge. Wow. What a beautiful fire. Just like what beautiful thing to just switch my perception to add the positive charge to just look at the fire. Now that doesn't mean all those other feelings leave of like, oh, I want everyone to be safe. I want the animals to be safe. I don't want anyone to hurt. But it's just then we add that positive charge. That's expansion. That's healing. That's keeping us a working battery. So if you can't conceptualize air, how are you supposed to work with it? You reach out to it in a language to which it can relate. You speak to it in the wind. Seek its guidance in the language of flowers. Guys, I guess I need to try that again. You seek its guidance in the language of flowers and commune with it in smoke from the incense. This is some straight truth. Thank you to this magical almanac. This was a Christmas present for my mom. And once again, too, guys, I wish you could be here with the camera following me so you could have saw that fall over. I didn't even read it till we sat down. I'm in a rush. My 3D burdens, my 10 of Wands charge is always on my back with that time. I am so busy all the time. I don't have time to plan this all out. When I watch this come together, it's like a straight miracle. And then I watch all these things come together like the divine, you have my back all the time. But I understand this is my path and that's for me to see. That's why not everything here can be perfect. That's why you couldn't see, I guess, that card. Because that message was for me. And I have to honor that. It's just like, when I'm out and I wish I could show you like the 5 woodpeckers and the blue jay, or the 4 woodpeckers that day and the blue jay. And I'm like, oh, why couldn't I have my camera? Because that was for me, and I have to honor that. To honor that within. Let's get our message. Thank you to the Light Seers Tarot, as well as the Muse. Oh, I just love the animals, guys. The earth, nature, one. Oh, okay. Just looking at this guy growing this tree, I'm just sad that we have had to say goodbye to summer, but honoring the beautiful gifts that winter is going to bring and that fall already has. Like, there's nothing more spectacular than the colors of fall. And I really love the celebrations in winter and slowing down and getting in the kitchen and baking and cooking and, you know, getting all cozy and cuddly with my biscuit boo and my loved ones. There's always something that we can, you know, smile about. We just have to look for it. And then sometimes we are honoring, remember, we're not smiling maybe. Maybe I'm not smiling right now. That doesn't mean I'm going to hurt myself or I'm going to hurt someone else. I got to go do what I got to do till I can come back. 7 of Pentacles, Light Seer, a pause, states of gratitude, reflecting on your journey, waiting to harvest the fruits of your labor, a sign to keep going. We're not harvesting yet. We're going to keep going. Shadow Seer, giving up too early. We can't give up too early. We're not failing. Impatience, losing faith, not following through, frustration with rewards. And this is how I'm feeling today, guys. I'm feeling like I want to drink from that cup from the devil. I'm being honest. I even, like, my brain was planning it out. I saw the patterning being created. I still want to act on it right now. I'm actively fighting it. I want to drink from it. And I have to honor why right now. Because I'm tired. I'm really tired. I just want a little relief. But I'm going to have to figure out how to give myself that and honor it. You're almost there. You've been doing the work and your wildly successful roots are growing. You may not see the fruits of your labor yet. Know they exist and that any lack you are feeling is simply residual energy that's being worked through. Thank goodness. It's time to fall into faith and to pause and give thanks. And yes, it is. And this is connected to the harvest here that we will be celebrating, and gonna have to do a little cooking, a little prepping in the cooking, in the kitchen, cooking with some vegetables. Realize that you are living, breathing. You're a result of all your memories, hopes, and hard work. Keep going. This moment gives you a divine interlude to revisit your purpose and direction. Your arrival is possible only after you pinpoint the destination. Then that's where we're going to apply the masculine energy to the pentacles. The pentacles being the daughter energy, the earth, and the masculine now, because we're going to pinpoint something. What needs to change to satisfy your deepest intentions? Has your journey shifted so much that what you originally germinated is not the thing you desire to harvest? And that's a key question right now for all of us. That's going to help us heal from the past. If you're feeling any frustration or lack of progress, remember that giant dreams are not built in a day. Time to manifest, honoring divine timing. Take a moment to breathe and reflect as these profound sacred breaths can reinvigorate and realign. And that's too, we're healing from overstimulus. If we want things instantaneously, we're going to go drink from that cup. When we are going to honor that we can't have everything right now, we might just have to go without. That's that surrender, the hangman. Then we've restored balance and we're healing from wanting to drink from that cup. And we need to see that right now. As I give thanks for what I am about to harvest, I know that my life is headed in the right direction. And I can hardly wait to give thanks, guys. trying to figure out where we're going to go first, and we're going here. This is what I'm feeling. Something is happening. I've been called to have the specific deck. It's a dream oracle. And we're going to see how we're connecting, because it's through unspoken communication right now. And we know the masculine is scribing, and that was incredible too. If you hung around till the end of the reading to get to receive the message of scribing there again at the end, and just have like quadruple confirmation of the written word, but the written word is coming from the unseen languages that are being spoken right now to help us. That's connected to the muse, and to help us with the creation of new earth, of the building of it. We're going to get both cards right now. So we have death. And it's going to be connected to the Seven of Pentacles, the Eight of Swords, and the Seven of Pentacles. Here we go. And it's right on point with what we've, with our messages here and what we've been discussing. Death. What parts of you, your habits, need changing? How do you feel disconnected with yourself and with others? Have you been neglecting your physical or emotional health? Because we know we're amping up. We're amping everything up right now with where we're disconnected, because remember, we're restoring connection. That's with the Devil card. Remember, the patterning is going back. We're going to put it back together, back to one. But it's through the energy of the opposite. So we're going to be looking at where we're not connected. And it has to do with our physical and emotional health. The water and the earth. We're going to take action. Take some form of action without regrets. Examine what is holding you back from taking action and cut it loose. You will get the most immediate results through acting decisively. No maybes. And look at that sword. We're understanding how to use that sword. Leadership. You are no longer the supporting cast. You are the leading man or woman. Take the initiative and lead the way for others to follow. You will be judged by the company you keep and those you admire. And then look, there's connection. And guys, two swords. These cards are not all full of swords. And we have the two swords to show us. This is our connection to our thoughts, the air. All of our messages we're receiving, we're on point. We're following our synchronicities and signs. We're lit. And it's all because we're healing. And we are healing to love. And we're healing to love nature. Healing. Heal past wounds with forgiveness and awareness. By healing yourself, you can become a healing force to others. Physical healing can happen once your wounds have been confronted. We are confronting our wounds. It's confirmed. Love. Your relationship with yourself and others needs reassessing. Open up to love others by unblocking negativity, adding the positive charge to the negative. Embrace love without fear. Make it unconditional. And that's the patterning. Remember, we're making the patterning of unconditional love. And it's coming from below and it's coming from above. It's a negative charge and it's a positive charge. And it has to do with nature and Gaia. Respect the beauty of your body as you respect Mother Earth. And that has to do also with our skin. Our skin, us, like, is connected to her skin and her. Remembering she has within too. Guys, and here it is from channeled messages. The connection to our skin, we're connecting to Gaia, nature. There's a connection between our skin and her skin. It's right here within the imagery. And within her eyes, what's being reflected back to us is we're both in pain. We're both suffering. And we're understanding through our pain what to feed into the collective and what not to feed into the collective. And this is connected to those templates, those healing templates. Remain connected to nature. You are being protected. And the more connected to nature we are, the more protected we feel, the more healing that is being offered there. And it all has to do with a journey. Do things in a different way. Take a new route. Believe your life only has parts of one long journey. Be prepared for an adventure. So right now we're having the part that seems really long. Okay, we had that. That was the past. But we're closing the door to that and we're going on an adventure. Perception, raise in vibration. The child is here. Adventure. And this is going to help us. We need to transform. We need to transform. I want you all to see, look, this is connected, our transformation, it's connected to fall the time we're in. There's our sign right there, our synchronicity. And this has to do once again with the mask. Look at where this is. This is the mask, authenticity, healing from people wearing false masks, corruption, as well as healing from wearing a mask and, you know, taking care of our health. This also is showing that the feminine and the masculine are connecting through their patterning. And this is new patterning. Commit to acting on new ideas and longings. Take a leap of faith. Begin again. We're going to begin again. And what's it connected to? Okay, they're telling me go here first and then go here. The feminine is going to break free from something here. Breaking free from old patterning. Breaking free from this space. And then we'll find out. Because it's connected to this. This is what they're showing me right now. And the masculine is helping to hold the balance. And that's why we got all these swords here. The air is communicating with us a connection to the earth. And it's of love. And it's connected to this space and this. But we're understanding something here. And this is what this is going to be connected to. This is what they're showing me. Let's see what it is, guys. Let's see what it is. We see that Fibonacci sequence and spiral. We know within our mind we've connected the masculine and feminine energies together in that Ace of Swords. The Seven of Pentacles. It's confirmed. This has to do with the growth. This has to do with this message. It's not a failure. We are healing from our lack of, where we have not felt nurtured and supported by the earth, by restoring balance. Confirmation right there from that phone. Let's have a quick pause for a cause. Let's get a reshuffle, guys, now that that phone is... I thought it was done ringing. Okay. So Seven of Pentacles, where are we shifting to? Feminine. We're adding the balance of the negative and the balance of the positive. We're balancing the negative with the positive. We're balancing the positive with the negative. Two of Pentacles. Okay. Judgment is here, so we're freeing ourselves. We're freeing ourselves from how we treat each other here. It's like in old Earth, it's like the masculine energy has been so still barbaric and unevolved. But, and that's not putting down anybody. This is the templates, okay, guys, the way things have mostly been. But this is healing from that. This is, you know, this is the masculine evolving and understanding, like, look, a man is not above a woman, above the earth, the top of the food chain, and everyone else is below. That I have feminine energy within me. That there's feminine energy all around me. This is the masculine understanding this and seeing this. This is not what I'm saying to put anybody out there down. This is honoring a lot of truths that go down out. And we're healing from ego. We're healing from sickness. We're healing from not, from, there's, giving ourselves excuses to act lower vibrational. Like we can just take. Like we can just take from a woman whatever we want. We can just take from the feminine whatever we want. Whether that be from the earth, whether that be from an actual feminine, whether that be from self and not nurturing self. We're honoring this space. And this has to do with even feeling like the earth has wronged us. And even maybe we don't feel like we're going to get to New Earth. That's what I'm seeing. Like we don't feel like we're going to get there. But we are. Because we're going to shift through the earth. There's the Four of Pentacles shift. We're going to honor this. We're going to honor our connection to nature. We're going to honor our connection to Gaia. We're going to honor our connection to the earth. We're going to cry with her. We're going to feel her pain. We're going to understand something. Because we were creating these Two of Cups with the 8, but we're going to the 10. Let me get it right. We're going from the 8 to the 10, and it's through the 2. We're going to honor unification. We're going to honor why we have to unify and create as one. We're going to honor why we have to nurture. We're going to honor why we have to change. We're going to honor why we have to connect and support. We're going to honor why we have to do things differently now. And the Three of Cups is connected to a tower. We're going to make a connection of 3. We're going to start building this triangle, this tetrahedron in a tower moment. We're going to have a tower moment and we're going to see something and we're going to start building this. And you might already have had a tower moment and are building this. But it will help us expand. And it's going to help us see what we need to see literally. The Queen of Wands is here. And this is our connection to the feminine and masculine working together. Restoring what we need to restore, repairing what we need to repair between the heart and the mind. And this is honoring body. This has everything to do with honoring body. Through the Hangman. Through our surrender. Through going without drinking from that cup. All right, let's see what it's connected to. Okay, guys. Somebody needed me. Let's get a reshuffle. We are achieving freedom. Free yourself from limiting beliefs and attitudes. Be an advocate of freedom so others can be free to pursue their dreams. Unshackle the chains that bind you from being the person you want to be. It's time for us to be that person. This is all about flowing. Flowing with the rhythms. So we're not fighting against everything all the time. That's why we need to surrender a little bit here. We need to surrender to control and remember we're just in charge. And sometimes the tides are carrying us and we honor that. I feel like that's what's really happening in the Hangman right now. We're like learning how to flow. We're getting a lesson. We're being educated on the flow right now. Nothing's happening. See, they want to go this way. Okay. Yeah, it's about where we're going and it's about what we're eating. And we need to honor that. Hey, boo. Hello. And you can see this is connected to Earth and how we are getting farther and farther and farther. That's the direction we've been going in. We've been getting farther and farther and farther away from nature. From it, like we're literally destroying it here, and now we're going to move towards it. That's the key. So you got to stop going this way. We're not going in the right direction, and we need to go this way, and we need to start honoring this, and we need to start in new earth. We're going to create spaces and places that allow nature to thrive and to restore balance, and we're going to be part of the community of nature again. We're going to begin working with nature again, and that's the true message. We are going to begin creating and working with the community of nature. What's natural? These communities that we are building will work with the sweet nectars of life, right? And that's our connection to the lovers and what we're doing here. The honeybee and the hummingbird. Vehicles, car, do you know what direction you want to go in life? Do you feel in control of your life plans? Do you represent the car model in your dream? And this is really honoring that. Like, I don't like, there's some negative, but yes, gonna honor it. Honor the negative. I don't like the words we're in control, because that sets us up for a false perception. We're in charge. That sets us up for what's real. Food. What is no longer sustaining you in real life? Where do you see yourself in the food chain? Is your life abundant, or are you lacking in any area? And this is what we're being activated to see right now. Who we are on the food chain. How we're connected to what's on the food chain. What is no longer sustaining in our real life? Are we abundant, or are we lacking? We're really being reflected all these things back. These are the messages of the times. All right. Let's just see what is happening now between the feminine and masculine. Feminine here, we are connecting within the unknown. We know the Hierophant is the key. This is the card of the feminine seeking in the unknown and higher self actually being allowed to expand. The masculine. And that is like you, body, mind, and soul have now drank from that cup within the Four of Cups, whatever's keeping us separate, and they drank from the right cup, and now they don't. They don't feel separate anymore. They feel like this. They got the keys. Connection to sun and moon. Okay, and we've got many ideas that are uplifting us. These are ideas of new earth. And look, the Page of Swords is here, and it's connected to the scribing that the masculine is doing right now. The masculine is scribing, and the Page of Swords, and that's the energy of youth, is literally helping us to raise our vibration. This is connected to new patterning of why we walked away. But we are, of course, healing. We're victorious with the Six of Wands. And it's all to do with the Three of Cups. Unification to the heavens. We listen to the heavens to create with our new patterning. That's what's happening here. And look, we expand with our truths. Look at how free we're feeling. We are not using those swords like we were before. We're not feeling like that anymore. Okay, let's see what the feminine is doing. I mean, the masculine is doing. What is the Oh. Expanding with love. The masculine is in creation of the Two of Cups right now and expanding with experience, putting their experience of having faced the devil energies before. They have experience in drinking from that cup. They know how drinking from that cup feels now. They don't want to drink from that cup. They want to fill the cup and go forth and do this. And it's through the water, guys. It's through the water. And look, they're seeing through the eyes of the feminine right now, through the earth. And that's allowing them to raise their vibration into the heavens. Let's see where we're going. inspiration, and the Eight of Emotions. I was about to do that and they're like, no. You put that down right now. You can see it right here. Look, we are being activated through sound, through vibration. It's the connection to, remember, the air, the wind. What is unseen? Look at, we're being inspired by it. And it's connecting us to the animals. It's connecting us to the earth. It's connecting us to life. And it's connecting us to each other. And what's happening here is we're seeing what we need to see in order to expand. We're seeing through the eyes of the earth. We're seeing through the eyes of Gaia. And this is the masculine. It's time. We're doing it. This is so incredible. Because we're connecting. We're connecting through the Eight of Cups. We have to connect through the Eight of Cups right now to connect to the two. But the masculine and feminine are connecting through the Eight of Cups right now. Through the reunification. And this is what's going to happen because of it. We're connecting through the energy of the opposites again. Once again, too, it's like, oh, we think we're going to connect through the Two of Cups. But what is the opposite of the Two of Cups? The Eight of Cups. The reason why we walked away to begin with. To restore balance and connection between the sun and the moon. And there's the Hangman. And we're surrendering to heal from fear. And we're pulling in the heavens to the earth through us. Literally. And the Queen of Wands is here. We definitely are having a tower moment. This tower moment's allowing us to connect to the masculine and heal with the masculine. This is connected to Mars right now. Okay, guys. Let's see where we're going. And we're going to say goodbye until we meet for a very special thank you for the harvest up here in Canada. Thanksgiving. You cooking up some vegetables? Okay. Trust. They showed me this card too. Right before I sat down, we're trusting. We're trusting to believe and we're believing to trust. And it's connected to the elephant. And you know what's really sad? If you watch that documentary, A Life on Our Planet, you find out why many of us are activated to go more plant-based, vegan, vegetarian, to restore balance, because actually most of the animals that are on the earth now are here for slaughter. And like there's 4% of like elephants and dolphins. They make up like 4% of the animals on the planet. That's distorted. That's so out of balance. Like that's when people say, oh, the meat's gonna have a great life and we're gonna pray over meat and everything's gonna be okay. It's not gonna be okay. Many of us came here to honor our path. We're not gonna fight with vegans. We're not gonna fight with plant-based people. We're not gonna fight with, people that are going vegetarian and on this path. We're not gonna fight with the meat eaters. We're just gonna do what we came here to do. Don't feed into the negativity. But we have to honor the fact that many of us came here not to eat the meat because that's so distorted. All these animals for slaughter, 4% left that equate to like this kind of wildlife. And you find out like we have like 33% of the wildlife, like the wilderness left. That's insane. That's unbalanced. That's warped. It's twisted. And we're like, oh, there's no climate change. Like even guys, sometimes I was wondering if there was climate change, but then you see like just a couple of degrees, how that can completely unbalance life. Like just the fine life, the fine balance of life here. It's delicate, but it will thrive without us. We're connected to it. And we think things because we've been programmed to think things, but we're seeing through those illusions. We're healing with nature. We're healing with the earth. We're healing with the animals. We're healing with the plants. And it's just like, too, it's like, this doesn't mean we're just going to grow a whole bunch of plants and like be all over consume them either. That's just distorted and manipulated and unbalanced too. It's like, no, we're going to honor, we're going to eat when we're going to eat. when we need to. And if we weren't always expanding with the masculine energy all the time, because everything's distorted and manipulated, especially if you live in a metropolis, then we wouldn't need to always be resupplying the energy that we need, consuming in the way we are, like consuming like a virus. If we honored regeneration, if we honored the feminine, if we shut things down, went back to like shutting things down, having Sundays off, having time off, having time for intimacy, having time to heal, being allowed to heal, we wouldn't need to consume as much as we do. What, like, everything in life's reflecting back to you, like, and we would live longer too. We're burning ourselves out. We're burning the candle at both ends, and then we wonder why we're feeling some sort of way, and we want to drink from that cup, and we think that cup's helping us, and then we're so low in the ground. We're like, how did I fall off the cliff, and now I'm like in the pit? I didn't even fall on the ground. I've managed to fall through the earth into a pit. Am I gonna get back up? And body's feeling some sort of way, and mind is lit with some conflict. Mind is lit. Mind's ready, wrath. Like someone's gonna pay for what's going down. And body's like, ooh, I can't do anything with the mind right now because I'm hurt. And the soul is like, we're a spirit. Divine, pray. Guys, in moments like that, pray. Pray, meditate, be there for self. Start activating your self-care patterns. Start, honor your rest. Honor what's authentic to you. It's just like, you're sick, but you're just going to continue to go to work. And then all of a sudden, what? Honor today what you need to honor today. Somebody needed to hear that message. Now, believe that you are equipped to deal with the issues you'll come up against in life. Go forward calmly with confidence, and you'll find most problems will eventually just move aside for you. And this is, now we're in alignment. We're doing what we need to do. The divine, because we've had, tower moments, we've freed up this energy. The divine is just moving stuff out of the way. And this is going to be connected to our Thanksgiving special, because I have been called to talk about vegetables and some of my choices and why I made them, and just it's in alignment with what I'm being shown in my everyday patterning. And it's incredible to see it here, with you guys, and to see this movie come out and just completely change perception. Because if this movie's being made, it's just one more step forward towards the truth, so we can build the future. And we're after the truth. That's what the sword is. The sword is the truth. The sword is the truth, okay? And it's gonna help us transform. And we know that's double-edged, right? But look, there's the energy of the opposites uniting right there through that sword. The negative and the positive are held within that sword. And remember too, this is the unspoken word, air. But it doesn't mean we can't feel it, and it doesn't mean we're not going to have connection to the information that we're being received. So be open for your signs and synchronicities, everyone. Love, light, and healing energies sent your way to create with today. I look forward to seeing you at the harvest. Take care.